Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. When you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I wanted to let y'all know the previous video when we saw the little boy that went missing at school, and they said that they gave him to the wrong parent. So I did look. He was found. They found him in the school bus. I guess he fell asleep, and the driver didn't check to see if any kids was still on the bus. Now I don't know how the story got twisted, and they said they gave him to the wrong parent. I don't know how that story came about, but they did find him. He was on the school bus. If I'm not mistaken, it was the parent. The mom, I think it was her page, her TikTok, and she posted it. But he was safe. I seen a lot of y'all in the comments like, man, we need to make sure he's safe. We need to make sure he's safe. So he was safe. I did look and check. I did check. So that was cool. I did get some comments too. Some of y'all was like, hey, bro, I'm out in Sac. I'm looking for your barber. I can't find him. I'm going to go ahead, put his info right there. Screenshot for y'all, man. Hit him up. My guy, Nye, man. He dope. Dopest barber in Sac. I'ma say it hands down. Go check him out. But y'all know what it is. If you haven't subbed up yet, it's all good. I appreciate you. I hope you having a smooth 7 as well. But y'all know what type of time we on today. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
Made you into a whole powerhouse. Your teeth are crystals. Please do not go to the dentist and get any of them pulled, okay? I don't care how bad that cavity is. When you are having a cavity and that shit about to fall out your mouth, okay, or it's just decaying so bad that it's switching colors, you're going to go in your kitchen, you're going to get some salt, you're going to get some baking soda, you're going to warm up some water. I don't care if you're using the stove or the microwave. Once the water is warmed up, then you're going to pour your salt and your baking soda in that water. Mix it very well. Swish with that in your mouth like mouthwash every day until that cavity is repaired. That's going to reverse the cavity. That's going to remove plaque buildup. The enamel in your teeth is going to come back. And that's going to help with gingivitis. Because your teeth are crystals. They're not supposed to be removed. Why do you think life and death is in the power of the tongue? Our whole mouth projects into manifestation.
The Diddy shit was a distraction, and what? The 23andMe thing is going crazy because all of the people are leaving, all of the board members are leaving, and there's some sus things that people think are gonna happen to the company. Yeah. Now, the theory goes with what's gonna happen with the DNA, because it's a DNA company that steals, everybody gave their DNA to this company, and there's a data leak. What's gonna happen to all that information though? Why is it such a problem? My mom gave me this idea.
Whoa, what is it?
My mom gave me the idea, and I'm like, holy shit, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Why is it that the Diddy stuff is happening exactly when the 23andMe stuff is happening? Check this out. It's a DNA thing. What can they use for DNA? They can frame people with DNA, bro. They can frame people for murder.
That's
name
crazy.
the crime.
Oh my God,
with
that's crazy.
DNA. If they have every single piece of DNA, or at least a great majority of people in the world, because people gave the ancestry lines leading to different people, you can just connect the dots. You can fill in the puzzle, bro. They have all that DNA. Yo, they can forget cloning, forget like making new people, making robots. They can deadass just straight up frame people that they want out.
And DNA that's what they go to get the truth, fam.
Yeah.
If your DNA is on that, you're gone.
All right, look, I gotta make this video quick. So for the next 7 to 10 days, you need to be on point. Tomorrow is supposed to end sober October. Don't go to the party tomorrow drinking, especially not tomorrow. Why am I saying this stuff? It's a time of sacrifice and harvesting. I'm not gonna go too deep into that, but that's what you need to know. If you're not on your P's and Q's, you will be up out of here. You're going to see some stories about some people, kids, this, that, and the third. You will see the stories. Next week, as we all know, on Tuesday, is going to be the election that changes it all. Life is not going to be the same after this shit. I can promise you that. It doesn't even really matter who wins, okay? It just matters which course they're going to take. If the guy wins, it's not the same guy from 2020. If the girl wins, there's no telling what she's going to do. With that being said, you need to be on point for the next 7 to 10 days. Monitor your thoughts, monitor your emotions, monitor your interactions, monitor your environment. If you haven't been able to get sleep lately, which I haven't, just be careful. That's what I'm gonna say. Be careful. Be careful.
Holy shit. If you listen, oh my God. You know how everybody says these things are fake? Over Grissom. You know, the Air Force Base in Indiana? A 20-mile long mothership was spotted. Now, I know everybody's going to be like, the mothership thing again, right? But haven't we been hearing it? Haven't they been talking about the mothership hovering above, sending drones to check us out? Isn't that what the narrative is now? Isn't that what they said it is? And mind you, you know what's happening in a couple of days, right? You know what's going on, right? Everybody's losing their shit, myself included, but not because of what's going to be decided on in a couple of days. I'm losing my shit because there's a 20-mile long mothership that was spotted, supposedly, because this is just for entertainment purposes, TikTok, but supposedly a 20-mile long mothership was spotted over Grissom Joint Air Reserve Base in Indiana. If you live in Indiana or in the surrounding states and you've seen this thing, you got pictures, you got footage, anything, please reach out to me, click on this video, leave a comment, let me know what the hell you saw, because we really want to know what is going on.
Hey, I'm with him. Let me know if y'all saw that. I don't think that them is UFOs from extraterrestrials or aliens or a different species. I think it's our government, bro. Since when have they ever gave us the truth about UFOs, aliens, and things of that nature? To me, they never have. And if they are, they giving you something because they about to switch the narrative, or they about to play around with a lot of shit. Let me know if I'm tripping or if I'm reaching. That's what I feel. They don't never just give us the right information. Always give the wrong information. Like, to me, news, the media, they give you the fake shit, bro. And that's where I'm like, drones coming out of that, bro. No, that sounds like military, government officials, and this for entertainment purposes. If that was the case, and none of this is true. Y'all get what I mean? But we just saying this for entertainment purposes. Like, bro, that don't sound like no aliens and UFOs, like real aliens. That sound like some shit that they controlling, and they just trying to program our minds already for that glue team. That's my take, man. Let me know if I'm reaching.
I reported to the FBI by a baking personality, but the chats that this girl has, if true and 100% verifiable, is so crazy. According to fellow YouTuber Rosanna Pansino, who's well known in the YouTube baking community, she has received over 1,000 messages from former employees detailing that MrBeast and company not only knew of the activities of their former employee, but also contributed to similar behaviors on their work group chat. The alleged behaviors is as follows. We're talking about cannibal, child, revealing photos of minors, as well as talks of. And she details in her video that she found an illicit photo of a young girl on the work chat, just there. And when she did her reverse image search, she finds it plausible that this child's indeed a minor. Mind you, this is on their official work group chat, and according to Rosanna, many other former MrBeast employees have come out and verified the chains of text messages. This is absolutely bonkers. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Ну да, прям очень хорошо. Захват поля прям четкий, видный.
Now I know there's gonna be somebody in the comments where y'all gonna say, bro, that's cap, bro, that's fake, bro, you shouldn't believe that, bro, you believe everything. Hey look, sometimes I don't believe everything, but that shit right there, now there is a way she probably could be finessing the system, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say, like, why can't people just let other people be great? And I'm gonna let this person, this woman right here be great. She dope for that. If it's cap, it is what it is, bro. What? It doesn't do nothing. If it was cap, it don't do nothing. On to the next. But for me, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna let her be great. She moving that thing on that bottle. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and say. If it's like I said, let me know what y'all feel. Y'all agreeing? Y'all disagreeing? I know somebody gonna disagree. Let me know what y'all feeling, man.
Any kind of drink. I don't give a damn if that shit got herb or whatever that shit is. It's used for other things, but the only thing that don't dehydrate you is H2O. So when you start drinking the water, that water dissolves that melanin, and that melanin goes throughout your whole nervous system, and it can heal you. The only thing you need to be healed is water. But because we have a shutdown now, stuff, we gotta use all kind of herbs and stuff, but the only herb you need to heal you is water. Lots and lots of water, and it dilutes that stuff. Like I said, I diluted that some of that melanin for 3 days. I drank 2 gallons of water, and on that from Sunday to Wednesday, and on that Wednesday I started time traveling. But ever since then, after that, for a good while, I started. If I drink 3 glasses of water, I get just as drunk as drinking a damn quart of Old English. I'll be messed up, be drunk, and I'm feeling nice, off of straight up water. But it wasn't the water. Everything that's in any type of thing in the universe is in the melanin. And it was the melanin that was getting me high. But it was coming off of that rock.
Y'all see what's going on? Now, if y'all ever watched The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, they was always living this rich lifestyle in 5-star hotels with room service and everything, far away from the public. Do you guys believe that the Island Boys was on Epstein Island? Now, I also believe that this is strange. The Island Boys and Kodak Black will get into an argument. Now, I don't know if y'all know the news, but Donald Trump freed Kodak Black from prison. But there have been rumors all over the world. Since Kodak Black was released, he's been acting a little strange. So the people have been questioning and wondering if this the real Kodak Black. Now, Kodak Black will release an album called ZZ. But if you notice, he is on an island, alone by himself. Like, what's up with all these islands? At first, Epstein Island, Island Boys. Now Kodak is on an island. Y'all drop it in the comments if y'all can tell me what's going on.
Donald Trump, please free this man. Cause this nigga y'all sent back out here be malfunctioning like a bitch. Please free because the real yak wasn't step like that. Donald Trump, please free this man. Cause this nigga out here malfunctioning. And I swear, Wolf, you know we chilling.
You know, I've been trying to put this puzzle together, and I've been seeing some very strange things. Let me know what y'all think about the Island Boys. Drop it down below. Love and wholeness, family.
Well, here they come. Everybody's coming in. We're all going on strike. Raise them booms up. Raise them booms! Everybody raise them booms! Nobody's working or doing anything. So, sorry, Asheville, we're here for you, but at the same time, we're here for our families. So if we are not getting paid, we are not doing a single thing, we are not lifting a single hand. It has been 8 weeks. We have not gotten a single penny. Some of us are sleeping in our trucks and in our vehicles because they won't even release the per diem, at least, for us to cover our housing. So we are putting our booms up all together, and none of us will be working until some type of money is paid to us. Enough is enough. Póntelo para arriba, para arriba. Nadie va a trabajar. Si no pagan, nadie va a trabajar. Póntelo para arriba.
Hey, now let's just be now. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I say they should do that. Let me know an update on that in the comments, please. If anybody out there in Asheville or anybody that's been keeping up on what's going on with that. But I also want to say, now see, that's one of the million different branches of work or avenues, I should say. They are afraid. If we do that with everything else, oh shit, we take power back. It's like, I seen a picture. It's like people would like, they bent over and it's like 4 dudes playing like Monopoly on their backs. And they was like, all they gotta do is stand up. And they looked like they was uncomfortable. And they said all they gotta do is stand up and the game's over. That's one of the steps right there. It's hard. It's difficult. Because again, we got families, but they got their backs against the wall because they ain't got paid a cent. And they said they want to do this for North Carolina, for Asheville, but we need to do this for our families too. That's the only scary part. There's people who can't afford to do that right now. See, they could afford it because they ain't got nothing to lose. They ain't getting paid already. But it's some people who be getting paid already. So I get it. It's like, but I'm just going to say, I'm not going to say what's right. I'm not going to say what's wrong. I'm just going to say that is one of those steps that they are afraid for all of us to do. Am I wrong? Let me know.
This again because my last video supposedly violated community guidelines and I have no idea why. But I wanted to talk about lucid dreaming. And like a few years ago, there was a TikTok trend where it said, you know, ask the characters in your dream the date and the time, or let them know that you're dreaming to see their reaction. And this is something that you should absolutely not do if you're lucid dreaming. I'm not typically a lucid dreamer at all, but last night I guess was a little bit different, and it was really strange because I wasn't lucid dreaming and then I started lucid dreaming. These are things that I thought was fake. Like, I thought they were fake. I didn't think they were true stories. I thought people would just say it to get views and whatever. But last night I was taught that no, it's reality. So last night I was dreaming, and it started off where I was in my room and I was watching a series with my boyfriend, and I was trying to watch more of the series, but I had realized I had lost some of the DVDs or whatever. And I thought to myself, oh, I should just order more, you know, whatever. And I ended up all of a sudden being taken to my mother's backyard. And my mother's backyard is relatively small. I mean, we live in Miami, so we're on 0 lots. And I was out there with my boyfriend, and then my ex-husband came around, and he had been working at a university, which he doesn't. But he had been, I guess, I don't know, giving refreshments out for some sort of big event that they had, and he was talking to my boyfriend about how hot it was outside, and just be careful when you go outside because the humidity is at this percentage and it's really hard to breathe. And I'm looking around at the backyard, and there's a covered terrace, which we don't have, and there's a huge pool and a big grill, and then just like a vast yard with grass behind it. And I look over at him and I say, wait a second, my mom, when did we get this pool? My mom would never allow a pool in the backyard. And he's like, I don't know. And I said to him, this is me dreaming. And then his face, his demeanor just kind of changed into like this, what? And I remember thinking, oh my God, that's the moment that it clicked for me and I became lucid in my dream. And I said, I shouldn't have said that. And I looked at him, but I said it again in the dream. And I said, this is me dreaming. And then his cheeks started to turn kind of like a light static, like that you get on your TV. And he started mouthing at me and he goes, and I'm like, what? Like at first I couldn't understand. And then he mouthed again, like he wasn't speaking, but he was mouthing. He goes, they're gonna find you. And all of a sudden I was yanked out into that vast yard in what looked like a motorcycle and buggy kind of situation. And it pulled me into this gray dimension. It was like all gray, and then it was outlines of like cubes. And I was going so fast that I was being pulled back, and the wind was really, really strong. And I remember thinking to myself, you have to wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, to the point where I thought, am I dead? Why am I not waking up? Usually if something scares me in a dream, I wake up, like wake up, wake up, wake up. And I wake up and I'm in my bed and I turn to my boyfriend and I say, oh my God, I had the craziest dream. And he's like, what happened? And I said, I don't know, I wasn't lucid, and then I became lucid, and you know that TikTok trend where it says not to say anything, and then I said something, and then things got really weird. And he's like, that's crazy. Yeah, I remember that. But then it was kind of like, I don't know, like a dead silence, and I'm like, am I still dreaming? So I asked him if I'm still dreaming, and he's like, no. And then all of a sudden my eyes kind of slowly open, and I'm not talking to him anymore. I'm laying on my side and I'm like, am I still dreaming? So I turn around and I grab my boyfriend's wrist. My boyfriend was awake at the time because he had spent all night awake. Sorry, that's my dog. He had spent all night awake. Sorry, my dog was making noises. But I said, am I awake? And he says, you are most definitely awake. Why, what happened? And so I explained to him the whole dream. And he said to me, I'm getting goosebumps. He's like, why don't you Google and see, like maybe on Reddit forums, if somebody else has had that experience. And when I tell you that when I went onto those Reddit forums and I was reading some of the experiences that other people had, almost verbatim, it was like the character got weird once they realized that they knew that they were lucid dreaming. They were pulled into some other dimension, vortex, void, whatever the case was. They knew they were in danger, or they felt that they were in danger. They couldn't wake up, or they woke up in another dream, like they were taken out of one dream and then put into another dream. So, I mean, I thought that this wasn't real until today. I didn't mean to do it. It just happened. It was just something I said in the dream, and then I became lucid, and I was like, that's not good. Has this happened to anybody else? I know definitely to other people that have posted, but recently, has this happened to anybody else? And I'm legit thinking that we do astral project, or there's something weird going on that we don't know about.
What about the fact that they have 2 months? If it's fair, if he wins, they have 2 months to do whatever they want to do, to enact any type of law that they want to, specifically one that starts with an M. We know that there are people here who shouldn't be here. We know that there are people here who are paid to be here. We know now that there are packs of men walking through the woods being caught on trail cams. They have 2 months. I've been having very prophetic dreams lately, and this isn't something that's rare for me, but it's not something that I speak about very often because I know people have certain opinions on stuff like that, and that's fine. But the fact that for the past 2 weeks, I've been having the same dream over and over and over again. Very cryptic, but very clear. We can always hope that the white hats are coming to save the day, and they're coming to drain the swamp, and they're coming to clear everything out, but that's not the reality of what's going on. Regardless of if the majority is awake or not, there will always be a group of people who try to control and try to gain power, and they will do it by any means necessary, and I believe that 2 months is an ample amount of time to do so. If you have not practiced your Second Amendment rights recently, I highly recommend doing so. Remember, they have 2 months. As always, I look forward to hearing your thoughts about all of this down below.
They found out why cookies and milk are that addictive. Why? Because it's one of the most addictive things in the world. Yes or no, right?
Yeah.
Like you have cookies and milk. Everyone has it together. And everyone's addicted to desserts, especially the ones that are like cookies, cake, and all that stuff.
Like paired together, so like you're saying cookies can't go with cake, milk?
So any dessert that has a lot of dairy and any dessert that has a lot of gluten.
Okay.
And that's pretty much like all great desserts, all W desserts.
Yeah.
Check this out. So they found out there's a certain chemical found in milk called casein, right?
Okay.
And there's a certain chemical found in a lot of gluten desserts. Now, I forgot exactly what the term is, but at nighttime, especially when your body goes to rest, those two chemicals, it mixes together and creates.
Really?
Yeah. It stimulates and simulates an. So your body, your gut will create that in it when those things are mixed together. And that's why almost every freaking dessert has what? Has dairy and has gluten and mixes together, and those are the addicting ones.
Wow. Yeah, no, because makes you feel good, right? That's like the point.
It makes you feel satisfied. It's like that feeling, euphoric.
And then when you're a kid, you eat it before bed, and then you're in bed and you feel good.
You feel nice.
So now it's like,
and you get addicted to it, and then that's why you keep having it.
Damn.
The first thing that I need you to understand is that there are no people. There are only frequencies. Each and every single person in your life, in your reality that you ever come across is not particularly a person. What they are is a frequency. And when I'm saying that, you have to understand that most of the time, who you attribute someone to be isn't who they are. It's where they are. That's a bar, write that down. And when I'm saying where they are, it's based upon their level of consciousness. So if somebody is perceived as an asshole, then more often than not, they're simply at a frequency where they feel like they need to be one. That's not who they are, that's where they are. And you have to look at people like this, because until you know how to deal with frequencies, frequencies will keep dealing with you.
Uncle used to tell me, get used to dealing with people. Well, now what he will refer to as frequencies. Because that's something you're going to deal with every single day of your life. He was never lying. When he said it, I was like, damn. Every single day. You have to. You got to have, you have to. But growth comes when you realize people are at different frequencies. But you don't control what frequency they on. That's growth to me. When you able to see it, analyze it just how he just analyzed it, but understand you don't have to control what frequency somebody's at, because whatever you decide to do, whatever you put out there, it's going to attract who it needs to attract, who's on similar frequencies as you. Shout out to Nye, man. We just had this talk in the barbershop as well, but I think that's kind of crazy. I didn't even know this was coming up, and I really did not know that was coming today. That's crazy. That's dope. That's dope. Spam it up what y'all feel. Let me know.
So allegedly, MrBeast has just been reported to the FBI. They said they have found CP on his phone, conversations with minors, and mentions of... I'm not even surprised at this point. I really feel like this is the year of exposure, like Cat Williams said. You can't trust anybody.
If you have a thought, you can literally be thinking about a bicycle and don't mention it, and you can open your phone up on Facebook, and what's the first suggestion you will see? A bicycle ad. And you wondering, I didn't talk about this, I thought it, why is it in my phone? Because these things are reading the brain waves and pattern. Your brain waves is a sequence. It's like a sequel. It's a mathematical equation. If you build some type of software to read that mathematical equation, then you can translate it into the exact image or English that you needed to be, and I can tell you what you was thinking. CIA been doing this on people for the longest. It's a movie called Eraser. Have y'all ever seen Eraser, where they had all this technology and can see through walls? And I think Arnold Schwarzenegger played in it, I believe. Go back and watch that movie. This movie is before I was born. I was born in 1988, and they was showing you this technology. So these things do exist, and it's all for greed and to drive a sale. So if I can take a phone, right, and my phone can read your brain patterns, or if I can get your genome sequence, there's no reason Why, if you get a new phone and you really read through all of those Privacy Act laws, you are giving over your thoughts, you're giving over your privacy, you're giving over your camera. They taking pictures. Every millisecond, this thing take about 3 pictures of me. And you can turn off the lights and use a UV light and it'll show the phone taking pictures. The phone is constantly recording your conversation, seeing the things you like. The actual grid inside the phone or the circuit breaker is emitting a freak.
Talk your shit, big dog.
Yo, this dude is just walking in the middle of the desert, and then this happens, y'all. This huge hole opens up, starts just bursting out with flames. Look at that, y'all. In the middle of the desert. He said the ground just opened up right in front of him as he was walking. Literally, bro, he was saying he's the only one out there too. That's crazy. Look. That's crazy. Is that like a gas line or something like that, y'all? It seems that these sinkholes or these hellholes are opening up all over the planet. Remember the one that opened up in Texas in front of that Walmart? And now in the desert, y'all, of all the places, we can't help but to see the changes that are occurring all over the planet right in front of our eyes, y'all. Like, nobody's immune to this. This is crazy. And then the weather in the desert just keeps flipping. It only used to be a desert over there, but now they're getting snow and floods as well. So y'all can now fire. So they're being affected by all the weathers over there, and that's supposed to be a desert. But yeah, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this video. This is crazy, y'all. Crazy times ahead. Let's get this shift.
That shit crazy. Y'all seen that before?
You're currently looking at a mall in Spain being flooded right now, you guys. Look at this. This is an outside mall and the whole mall is literally destroyed. Massive balls of hell, and I'm talking about like golf ball and baseball size hell, y'all. Look at these. Literally caused all these damages in Spain and then flooding and raining as well. Look at this, y'all. This is happening all over the planet, y'all, because Europe just had Hurricane Kurt go through, and now this, y'all. So y'all thought I was kidding when I told y'all the shift is here? Look at that. Look at all that. Look at that. It looks like laundry detergent. That's from the hell, y'all. That white stuff, that's from the hell. Whatever's coming. Wow, look at that. That water's crazy. Look at all them people, boy. Look at the people all back here. Ay, Dios mío is right. And the things that happens to these places after the flooding, y'all don't even hear about them. But yes, this is Spain a few hours ago, y'all. Go on and share this video. Let the people know what's going on. And let's continue to get this shift, y'all. Peace in.
I just think it's crazy that we seeing the same shit everywhere. We seen it in America, now we seeing it over there in Spain. Like, bro, this shit is crazy. We seen it in Vancouver, Canada. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say, I'm willing to say they're controlling the weather. That's what I'm willing to say. Only other thing I can think of is they controlling the weather. They controlling the weather so that they trying to wipe out things. They trying to reset things. Or there's some type of resource they want that's in that area, as we seen out here with the lithium mines. Or the ice walls is coming down and it's causing a whole lot of bullshit. But I'm not really leaning towards that one. That's just an idea that it could be. I think that they controlling the weather. They causing these shits. I don't know. Let me know what side y'all leaning towards.
Yo, somebody's been lying. I know it's always amazing to see what they find just hiding in the trees. But have you ever thought about what might be hiding right beneath your feet? You have pyramids in the mountains, lost cities in the oceans. But watch this. The world is full of mysteries if you're willing to explore. And it's also full of answers if you ask the right questions.
Why are there 6 million bodies beneath the city of Paris? It's because in the 18th century, the graveyards in France were overflowing with bodies, and King Louis XVI needed a plan to organize this. So he arranged the construction of the Catacombs. This is a whole second city underneath Paris. It's his single candle went out, he was surrounded by nothing but darkness and bones. His body was found 11 years later, and he was only identified because of the keys that he carried during his lifetime. There's also this video of a man exploring the catacombs when he suddenly drops his camera and starts sprinting away, which means either he got lost or he wasn't alone down there. Regardless, he was never seen again, and nobody knows what happened to him. And now you know.
That son was chasing his ass, bro. All them bodies, they feeding something.
Which is supposed to be an all-year thing. Because each Kwanzaa principle you're supposed to study for 52 days. Okay? From the 26th to the 1st is when you do the review of the 7 principles, what we're doing now. And starting on January 1st, that's when you start the 52 cycle for Kwanzaa. And each 52 days, that's what you work on a different principle. And it's called Ngozi Saba. But Saba is actually longitude and latitude. It's called the 14 Pieces of Osiris. Okay? From the Gates of Thebes to the 3 Pyramids of Giza, 90 degrees. Saba. And it's also the root word for Sabbath. Saturn, the 7th day he rested.
Saturday is represented or nicknamed after Saturn. He rested on the 7th day. Wouldn't that mean the week begins on Sunday?
Look like he holding a stick or something, right?
It's been in my face.
This is pretty crazy. Apparently, the actual president of El Salvador posted this video last night saying that police intelligence has determined that a group of gang members are hiding in the 10-de neighborhood in San Marcos, San Salvador. Today, in the early hours of the morning, we've established a security fence throughout the colony with 2,000 soldiers and 500 policemen to extract every last gang member found in the area. I'm telling you right now, like, El Salvador doesn't mess around when it comes to enforcing the laws because they've had such a serious issue with gang violence, and they're just like, we're not playing this game anymore. We're done. We're done doing this. We're gonna extract this at the root.
What I'm about to say is a theory, and you might want to save this video. First, a little history lesson. El Salvador started this energy right after the IMF basically bought the country. In 2020, the IMF loaned El Salvador's president a couple $1 billion. What the president decided to do during the 2019 to 2020 bull market, actually 2020 2021, is to make Bitcoin legal tender. They were trying to pull a fast one under the IMF, because what the IMF does is the IMF will sit there and give these loans out to these countries that are unpayable, and then the IMF in return owns that country. Well, Bitcoin crashed 60 to 70% because El Salvador was trying to pull a fast one on the IMF and flip the money and pay back the loan quick, and the IMF crashed the market. Allegedly, it was the IMF. If you know, you know. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF owns the Federal Reserve, so to put things in context. So, all of a sudden, El Salvador had a president change. And which you're seeing the energy that's happening in El Salvador today. Which, if you've seen their prisons and their camps, they're inhumane. They're inhumane. Almost like a social credit thing. Prediction. And part of the end game. You guys ever wonder why we've had so many mass school shootings, so many gang violence in the United States? You see where I'm going? I ultimately know that the powers that be want to blame us, for the reason for their institution on their social credit, everything. And I'm thinking it's going to be a mass event, the presidential thing, but I also believe there's a plan B, that it'll be like another school, that there will be a line in the sand, and we will have that type of energy where it's controlled movements like you just saw what's happening in El Salvador. And you're about to see that in more countries, because they're going to see the success rate that's blasted across the TV, and people are actually going to want that. Like they want the beast system to come with Christianity and the allure of being raptured. The NPCs will push for it because of their safety. Guys, are you understanding what I'm putting down? I'm only hyper-focused on that there's going to be a big event. that's going to stop, and we're either going to go to 2 timelines. But I see they got a plan B. And it's the schools. It's the cops. It's the gang violence for hire. Why do you think Dirk just got arrested? They're setting up the landscape. Do not be shocked if my prediction comes true, because I know the Awakened understand what the fuck I'm saying. Fuck.
See, hey, first and foremost, shout out to Toxic But True Reality, man. My guy again. You just said at the end of that, I'm with you. Why did you have to get my mind and wrap around that? As soon as you gave the first, soon as you gave the first clip, bro, I thought about it like, damn, I know he ain't about to go there. Don't go there. And he went there. That that shit, like, bro, that is real. I feel like that's very capable of happening. Dirk was the first domino, not the first domino, but it was a reason why they started with him. I don't know. Maybe it's a far reach. If it is a reach, oh well, it's worth it though. Shit, but damn, that's crazy. It's for entertainment purposes though. Go ahead and spam up what y'all feeling.
Check this video out, y'all. Have y'all seen this yet? Look at that. Did y'all see it? Let's look at it again, y'all. Y'all see it? Not the plane. What's that? Look at this over here, y'all. This was in LAX. Y'all see that? Do you guys see how big and how low it is to the ground? This thing is literally here, y'all. Like, is it behind the firmament? That's crazy. Like, the media isn't saying anything about this. Now, within the past couple of years, I've noticed that the planes have been flying lower and lower. Could this be the reason why the planes have been flying lower and lower? Because NASA tells us that the sun is 93 million miles away, but it doesn't feel like it. And as of late, people have been realizing that the sun and the moon are both local, especially with the moon being as bright as it is now. And then two moons. But look at that, y'all. Look, it's literally in our environment. Y'all see that in our atmosphere. So you're telling me this thing is here and the media isn't saying anything about this, y'all? That's crazy. That is huge. But yeah, y'all notice that too? Y'all notice that the planes have been flying lower and lower? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace out.
Shout out to Conscious Juice. Media ain't gonna tell us though.
This right here is the Bible from 1775 telling us at the time that we used to have 13 months. The first month of the year is March. Look at all the way to the end, guys. There's 13 months. 13 months. First day of the week, Sunday. Second day, Monday. Look at that. Seventh day or Sabbath, Saturday. This is the proof right here.
One of the things Constantine did was because he wanted the pagans to worship God, Jehovah, was he moved the day of worship to the day of the sun, which is why we now worship on Sunday. Because Sunday became a pagan day. Well, another thing Constantine did was move the day of Jesus' birth to December, because Tammuz died on December 23rd. And it was believed, because Nimrod, his father, was a hunter, it was believed that Nimrod would be reborn in his son Tammuz. And his son Tammuz's birthday was December 25th. And what you would do on Tammuz's birthday was you would set up a tree. Deuteronomy 16:21. You shall not plant for yourself any tree as a wooden image near the...
They will reveal themselves when they open their mouth. Listen to what Denzel says here. Ali Carter has told us about Denzel, and now the dots are connecting in ways we did not know. I'm gonna make this make sense. You remember how Ali Carter talked about Denzel being in a robe while she vomited on herself and had to eat it and swallow it while she was being sodomized? Y'all remember that? This is alleged. This is alleged. This is what she says, but let's listen to what Denzel says right here.
I just pray that you understand the power and authority that you all have, the influence that you have, and I know you do, but never take your gift for granted. It can be taken from you in a second. My
Message
is turned 100 a couple of months ago. And I got a call from my brother, and he said, Denzel, she's in hospice, she's going. So I called her up. I said, Aunt Mary, she's 100 years old. I called her last Saturday. I said, Aunt Mary, it was last Thursday. I'm coming down to see you. I'm coming. She said, well, come on, baby. I'm ready to go. God is calling me, and I'm ready to go. So I got there, and we flew to New Orleans, and I flew up to Atlanta to see her. And I put her on the phone with Jay-Z, Chris Rock, Byron Allen, Lenny Kravitz. She didn't have a negative word for anybody. Only words of encouragement.
Did you hear that very specific list of people? It's funny how all these specific people, yeah, and we were all saying Ali Carter is crazy. Look, Lenny Kravitz, Pete, Jay-Z. I mean, come on. You think they're not in the mix together? You know, Ali Carter's starting to have some validation.
I never thought that we would see the day where Diddy would get arrested, and I told you guys in that Maria Z interview in 2021 that no one tells on Diddy. P. Diddy. Alright? Just the same way nobody tells on Denzel Washington. We tried to back up. We've tried to tell you everything that we can, and now we have people messaging us, investigators, people that want to talk now.
You know, they're all in the mix, guys. They are. What bothers me the most is that only these people are getting arrested, not the controllers, not the J words who are in charge of them. The ones who do this right now while the case is going on. You think all these people are coming out? No, they're taking down these black men on purpose. And no one wants to talk about that aspect. They not to gloss over the fact that they are victims as well, but they did also were evil as made that choice. But did they? Were they under demonic possession, brainwashing, trauma-induced coping? We can say all the word, but why aren't the controllers getting arrested, and why is there never a focal point on them? And only the low-level people on the pyramid. And yes, these are low-level. Peace to God.
Again, I appreciate Toxic with Your Reality's work. He ain't off. I just want to say, some people in the comments do say Ali Carter is crazy. So I still see it. People still say y'all don't believe Ali Carter. But then them same people will be the same ones that believe Jaguar right, but they saying the same shit. You just choosing which one you like more and which one you don't like more. That's crazy to me. Truth is truth, or knowledge is knowledge, regardless on who it come from. Shit, that's how I see it. But let me know if I'm tripping or if Toxic with Your Reality's tripping. But Ali Carter been having some real things that came to light, and shit that she was saying is, some of it is already starting to happen, has already happened. That's just, what I would say. He named a specific, he did name some names that make you question. And then it make you wonder, why was he pushing Jay-Z away that day at the game? I think it was a Laker game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we'll figure it out even more over time. But y'all let me know what y'all thinking, man. But y'all know what it is, and I know y'all hate this part. But y'all know we made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. I know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But even if you ain't subbed up, you watching on your TV or whatever the case is, I appreciate you as well. I hope you having a smooth 7. Collective, I love y'all, man. Y'all know how we rocking. I got more, I got y'all. Longer videos is coming. I see that y'all like those, and y'all keep saying that in the comments. The longer videos is on the way, so don't even trip. I ain't gonna hold y'all. But until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably